Alright, so now we finally made it to a trick that everyone wants to do. Tre flip, 360 flip, 3 flip, whatever you want to call it. This is how to tre flip in 5 minutes. So I would say this is about 80-20, 80 back leg, 20 front leg. Some people flick more than other people, but you almost need no flick in your front foot. Just the smallest amount of flick will work. When you're first figuring it out, you may want to flick really hard, but once you get it figured out, you'll find that you almost need no flick for it. And the front foot will be about like a kick flip. You can set it up here, but typically you'll move it back almost halfway down the board and angle it a little bit. Depending on how much flick you'll need will tell you how far on the board. You can put it right here if you want. I find it's the easiest about right in here. Your back foot, a lot of people want to put it in this pocket to get their scoop, and that's okay. I find when you do that, you'll get less pop and you'll get less air time. So what I like to do is have my foot about right here. So on the ball of your foot, and if you weren't wearing shoes, you could wrap your toes around the edge of the board. So this right here. So this is going to give you scoop and pop. And then the motion is in your back foot. So a lot of people think kick extra hard, but what that'll do is that'll make your board travel really far over here. You want to try and keep it as close to under you as possible. What you need to do is about the same pressure as you would with a pop shove it, and then when you get about here underneath your body, so your foot will be underneath your body, you're going to come around and then push forward. And with the flick of the board, because you're going to flick straight out with your front foot, what you'll look like is if you do like a ninja kick, and that'll come back and then forward. So when it does the tre flip, it'll stay under you a little better. When you're standing still, it will want to travel more than when you're moving. And this is one that I do find is most tricks are easier to do moving. They're just a little scarier, and that's what makes them feel like they're harder. But all right, so front foot, back foot. My front foot's a little bit farther up. Sometimes I'll flick here, but most of the time, usually when I do any trick, I'll give a little hop and then I'll come back. See, so there I am. So all right, I'm gonna do one in the pocket and show you what I mean. See, it didn't really get off the ground. You could hear the scoop where it scraped more. I'm gonna do one more my way. You see, that really didn't travel. And then catching, if you hadn't seen, you're gonna catch this with your front foot. So that's the division, like 80% in the back foot. The back foot is very important. You almost don't have to flick, but the front foot is gonna be the foot to catch it. So it's still very important. You still do need your front foot. So it's not all in the back foot, like some people will say. Let's do a couple rolling. Oh, don't you just love primo? Stopped rolling. Missed the back foot. And if you can catch them like that, then you're well on your way having them, even if the back foot's still off. Then you just have to push the back foot on.